Okay. Tonight is Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai. Sunday was Pesach Sheni and Rabbi Meir Baal HaNes. Whoever ate matzah in Pesach Sheni is going to be very rich this year. No, just kidding. But in Panama, that's the only thing works. Every mitzvah, do it, it's parnasah. Okay. We're eating matzah in Pesach Sheni, but it's not a halacha, it's a custom. Not a halacha at all. A lot of people don't eat it also. Look good, every time Rabbi Meir Baal HaNes passed away falls in Pesach Sheni, okay, we're going to touch this soon. And why? From the old rabbis, we had it in the history, we have two rabbis, Rabbi Meir Baal HaNes and Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai, that we still remember them until today. Look good, we say Anenu Elaha de Meir and Anenu B'Zchuteh de Bar Yochai. Why we're only using these names of two rabbis? We have so many big rabbis. We're using also Rabbi Akiva, that he's the rabbi of these two guys. But why only these two rabbis? One, two, in the book named Bnei Issachar. Remember this name of the book? It's here in the Kolel. I saw that he's writing every time Rabbi Meir Baal HaNes passed away, Bnei Issachar. He said it's falling on Pesach Sheni. Why? He's giving explanation. I read it before Shabbat in the Kolel. He's explaining why these things work. Let's see everything together. What's the difference between Rabbi Meir Baal HaNes and all the rabbis we had it? Rabbi Meir Baal HaNes, he's a rabbi that his name is Baal HaNes. Okay, this we know. And he was a rabbi that teaches us that we don't care about ourselves. And let's see Rabbi Meir Baal HaNes and Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai together. Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai is sitting in the cave. How much is he sitting in the cave? Total. Totally, how much? I don't believe you. How much is, huh? How much he was hiding in the cave? That was Rabbi Akiva. 24 years he didn't see his wife. They were not so lucky like Rabbi Akiva. They came much more early to the wife. How much years they were sitting in the cave? I cannot believe you. Panama 2015, nada? Nada? Okay, I also forget every year. They were sitting in the cave 12 years. But not enough. After they went out, and God sent them back for another 1 year. So how much is total? 13. Why so long they stayed in the cave? 12 years they were sitting and learning Torah. They went out, they started burning the world. So God says, go back in the cave. They went out again. Now they learned how to react in the world. And look good. Rabbi Meir Baal HaNes and Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai, they had the idea that they're giving all the world. The Bnei Issachar is writing down that they're giving all the world a chance. That's the way of these guys. And they're trying to help all the world. What it means. Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai is going out of the cave and he sees people working. He says, how people can work and go to material when we have spiritual world? So he's burning all the world. When he goes out second time out of the cave, you understand, I saw the light. I was so spiritual, but they didn't have a chance to have it. So they don't enjoy the world like I enjoy. You didn't understand. When the life is spiritual, we enjoy it much more. When the life is material, the life gets boring very fast. Because this is the material world. That's the reason we're all the time doing changes. Why we're doing changes of our life? Tell the woman you got married, how your house looked on the day you got married, you're going to die with the same house. The same shoes you went to the wedding, this is going to be the shoes that you're going to go to the bar mitzvah of your son. The shoes you're going to go to the wedding of your grandson. And the shoes that you're going to go to the birthday of 99 years old. She's going to die. Why? She needs changes. Material world, everything needs to have a change. Change house, change car, Sometimes change your husband, sometimes changing this, changing locations. Everybody wants changes. Why? Because it gets boring, the material world. When it's spiritual, you don't want to do change, not because you don't like the change. You're so happy, you don't need that. Why we see TV in the nights? For what? Some people don't see, but why? Because you have time and you don't know what to do with the time. The time is extra. Oh, so let's see TV. Or your life is boring, so let's see TV, it's going to do my life interesting. But somebody learns Torah and his life is so full with spiritual, he's going to sit next to the TV, he's not going to open it, and after a while he's going to tell his wife, I want to take the TV out of the house, and she's going to start a fight with him. And he's wrong. Why? She's not in the spiritual level like him. She doesn't enjoy the life like him. So her life is still empty. She needs a TV. So why are you taking the TV out of the house? So they do Shlom Bayit. Out of the living room, no TV. In the bedroom, un TV. So the husband says, okay, let's do it smaller, bigger. Until they take the TV out, it takes like 7-8 years. Why? It takes the wife to go 7-8 years to a high level like the husband. We learn from here. Whoever is in a high level of spiritual, his life is full up. He doesn't care from the material. Not because he's suffering, no. He's so enjoying, he doesn't feel he needs it. To understand and go to the big rabbis in Israel, see their houses. Why are they never painting the walls? The rabbi can paint it. He doesn't feel why. So for what to waste the time on it? The life is so full, so I can have black walls, who cares? Mom, my life is full already. When we want to fill our life with material, we need to do changes all the time and never it finishes. Because we all the time need to get full and full and full and full and it doesn't work. Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai was in the cave. He got to the maximum level of spiritual. Only drinking water, only eating, ¿Shú esmo? En español. El garobos. El garob. Whatever, the black thing he was eating. And he goes out of the cave, he feels I'm in the maximum happiness level in the world. I'm connected to God, I'm spiritual, I'm the happiest guy. And we know he was the happiest guy. How we know? Because when he went out of the cave and he went down to Tiberias, the father of his wife, Rabbi Pinchas ben Elazar, Rabbi Pinchas ben Yair. Rabbi Pinchas ben Yair was the father of the wife of Rabbi Akiva, of Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai, sorry. He's buried in the grave of the Tzfat. Until today, you could go to his grave. Nobody can build his grave. I don't know why. Maybe I told you one in classes. Whoever's coming and building his grave, in the morning or a few days after, the grave disappears. Everything breaks to small stones. So his grave is a gigantic circle of a fence, and in the fence, a big mountain of broken stones. How much time they're trying to build this grave again and again, it breaks. Nobody knows why. So they just have a big mountain of broken stone on his grave, the grave of Rabbi Pinchas ben Yair. When he saw Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai, he says, wow, you were 13 years in the sand, and all your meat got cut, and it's cut full with sand. He took him to the hot springs of Tiberias, because that's very healthy water. And he's washing him. When he's washing him, he's crying, and the tears are falling inside the crooks of the hands. And now the tears are salty, so it hurts. So Rabbi Shimon said to him, why are you crying? He says, I'm crying that I'm seeing you like that. And he's saying, be happy that you see me like that. What do you mean to be happy? When somebody gets a smack and his eye goes out like this, so somebody sees him, wow, terrible to see you. Be happy you see me. Don't say be happy. Say, okay, you saw me, it's nothing. No, he says, be happy. Look, my body is cut. I'm suffering so much and I don't feel nothing. I'm the happiest man in the world. Be happy to see somebody like me that I'm so high level that doesn't bother me already. And he was so high level. He sees people working in the farmer. He's burning them. He sees people opening stores. He's burning them. He says, what's going on here? What's going on here? You could be so high level. Well, why to burn them? I'll tell you. You're going to do the same thing. If you're going to have a kid in college, 19 years old, he's going to come back from college and he's going to take the bicycle of his small brother, 2.5 years old. And he's going to start to go in the street in Paitia with this bicycle. What are you going to do to him? I don't know what you're going to do, but your feeling is going to be the worst in the world. Your son, 19 years old, with a plastic bicycle that has a place that the mother could hold it and go with him in the street. You know these bicycles? That the mother could hold it and go together with the kids. And he's 19 driving in the street and everybody's looking at him. You're going to tell your son, you know what, I'm shy from you, but forget me. But where you are. Grow up, leave this place. If he's not going to understand nicely, you're going to smack him also. Why? What's going on with you? Like this, Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai looked on the people. You so high level could be, and you do nonsense. he cannot have patience for that. He started burning the world. And this is our problem. Our problem is that we are so in the material, we don't understand that we could join the world in a spiritual way. We don't enjoy it. There was a kid that went to yeshiva. And this kid, yeshiva in Israel. And when he went to yeshiva in Israel, I met his mother. And she started complaining. Why? He said, thank God he learned Torah, it's okay. He said before he went to yeshiva, he was dressing brands, take care about himself. And now he sees he's wearing whatever. I'm trying to buy him the same brands before. He doesn't want, he doesn't care. I don't know what to do with him. I understand it. Before his life was empty, so he says if I'm going to put a shirt with a crocodilos on it, wow, I feel good. Why a crocodile here does good here, I don't know. But the world is so empty, we're buying a brand. And what's a brand? It's nothing. We know that's nothing. But it's a name, because if this name is me, I have a good feeling, that's it. So people are running after that. But he found the spiritual life. He says, for what I need this shirt? It's not going to change my life anymore. Life goes to high level. That's the reason tonight we're lighting fire. Fire is showing us that that's the world. It's empty. But if you're touching the fire, you also don't feel nothing. It means Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai, he's showing us, I went outside the world with fire. I was very spiritual. But Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai, second time he went outside the cave, he was another 12 months in the cave, he stopped burning. Why he stopped burning? He said, I need to start to understand the people. They're not at my level. We need to start understanding what it means. Don't burn the world. Change the world. Change the world. Why? Because these people, they don't know. You need to explain them how to get to there. And he's going outside Tiberias and he says, okay, I'm going to start to change the world. I'm not going to burn nothing, so I'm going to do the world better. And the first thing, what Rabbi Shimon, the first thing he did when he went out of the cave? Somebody knows? What Rabbi Shimon did?
He started fighting with some people he saw on the street.
No, after that. After he said, okay, I'm not fighting with nobody, not burning nobody. What's the first thing he did?
His wife.
No. His wife was in Tiberias. He met, I told her, hola, hola, hola. Okay, after that. After that. If she was Panamanian, she asked him, 12 years, where's the Rolex? Something, do something. What's Rolex? The emptiest thing in the world. A watch with a Corona behind here, and that's it. But everybody, look, hashub, what's hashub? Look good, it's nada. But people like it. People like to feel important. Look good to feel, but they're not important. I'm wearing expensive car. I have expensive car, expensive clothing. You feel, but you're not. For what? Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai, the first thing he says, Tiberias is full with dead bodies until today. Today, a Kohen, when he's going in Tveria, today, 2015, he has a problem. Under the ground is full with graveyards. So wherever the Kohen is going, he steps on dead bodies. So what they're doing in Tiberias, they're digging the streets until today, and they're spending a lot of money on it. And they're doing a special type of cement that either a dead person is under, if a Kohen steps on the top, he's not tameh. You have a special way of halakha to leave one space of tefach of 10 centimeter without nothing. It's blocking the tum'ah. It means the dead power cannot go up to the Kohen. Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai says, okay, I understand that the world is different. So people need to live. I want them to have an easy life. I'm going to find out who have dead people under the ground in Tiberias and do new roads in the street. At least Kohanim could go normal in the street. It means Rabbi Akiva understands, second chance, let's help the world. Not fight against the world, let's help the world. And that's how he did it. He's starting to change the world to be better. He set up the Kohanim path. He's starting to do the world. He's going to fight with the government to do better to Am Yisrael. Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai, he went once to Rome to fight against the king of Rome, to speak with him against him. And a ghost came to him. A ghost, Shin Dalet. And he told the rabbi, you're coming to speak with the king to take out something bad that's doing to the Jews? I'm going to help you. I'm going to go inside the body of the daughter of the king. She's going to be very sick. And no doctor can help her. And you're going to come, you're going to say, I can help her. And when you're going to come in the room, you're going to do like you're doing medicine, and I'm going to leave the girl. And the king is going to say that you healed his daughter. He's going to give you whatever you want. And the name of the ghost was, the Gemara says the name of the ghost was Bint Malion. That was the name of the ghost. When the ghost did the conversation with Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai, he told him, okay, Rabbi, I'm going to help you. I'm going to go in the body of the daughter of the king, and you're going to be the doctor. Everything's going to be okay. The king's going to give you whatever you want. Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai started crying. Why are you crying? Look what a miracle happened to you. He says, I'm crying. Because I was learning in the parasha that the slave of Abraham Avinu, the maid, Hagar, he kicked her out of the house, and an angel came and speak with her. To who? To the maid of Abraham Avinu. I'm Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. I went up to such a high level, and who's coming to me? A ghost? That's what I'm worth? A ghost? He was crying. Why? Look at what he's crying. He says, I could go to a higher level of spiritual and I'm not there. Because if I was there, the angel was speaking with me. Look where the guy is. He's already climbing up spiritual. He's not crying that he lost his car, his money, his furniture. He's crying what? I could be more spiritual. Nobody here was crying, wow, I could read so much Tehillim, I didn't do it. But if Chas v'Shalom, the kid is going to take a knife and the brand new couch that you bought it in the special show in Italy, Firenze, white leather, it came on a special bote, $25,000 for a square meter in this couch, and the kid is going to take a knife and zoop in the couch. What you're going to do? I guarantee Tisha B'Av in the middle of the year. That is going to be Tisha B'Av. Why? The couch from Italy. I fly it, I went, I checked, and I sent every minute a picture to the designer here in Panama. Yes, no, yes, this, yes. It took me 3 months to get to this couch. How did you hear it? The woman is Tisha B'Av. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, he's the happiest man in the world. But when he's starting to cry, that he could be more happy, more spiritual. He went and he really did it. The ghost got inside the body and everything. What do we see from here? Rabbi Shimon is teaching us. We need to change the world. We need to be better. But when the life is not good, it doesn't mean it's not good material. Spiritual. When spiritual everything is good, you're happy and more happy. This is the life. When we have material life, nothing's going to do us happy. He saw that. He's trying to change the world. He said, I cannot change the world, so let's help to change the world. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, what's his life going around? To change the world. God says, you want to change the world? Okay, you're going to change the world. 2,000 years after you died, all the people in the world are praying on your name. Anenu B'zchutei de Bar Yochai. B'zchutei de Bar Yochai, that was it. Only the zchut of Bar Yochai. And what was Bar Yochai? He told his son, if all the world is shayim, don't worry. Me and you and the world, we're going to protect all the world. He told the God. He was telling God, whatever you're going to do, I can change. I'm not afraid. Why? Because I'm taking responsibility at all the world. God told Rabbi Shimon, you don't care from yourself, you care from the world. I'm going to give you the power. You're going to change the world. And this is the power of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. He teaches us that to be better human is better spiritual. You get happier. But when you're better spiritual, don't think only on yourself. Think how to change the world. Either they're not in your level, but change the world. And he tells his son, all the world are Rishayim. We're going to protect the world. He doesn't say, all the world are Rishayim and me and you tzaddikim, let's everybody die. I told you the story about the Zohar, the one day he went in the street and he saw the world dark. It means spiritual dark. He asked his son, what happened? And his son said, I think God is going to destroy the world. Destroy the world means a tsunami, an aircraft. Not a tsunami that we had in Santa Clara last week. A wave comes, says ahalan and disappears. It means it did damage for the people there. A tsunami means like we saw Japan, Thailand, the big ones that destroying the world, an aircraft. Somebody here lost his house, by the way? Nobody. Baruch Hashem. So what happened was, nobody lost house, but got damaged, He sees a black angel, and he's telling the angel who you are. He says, I'm the one that's coming to destroy the world. So Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai says, you're not destroying the world, go back home. He says, but God told me. He says, go tell God, my name, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. I said, no. God sees the angel, says, you destroyed the world. He says, no, why? Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai told me, no. God says, who's the boss? No, me or this guy? The angel says, you. So I'm the boss, go destroy. A minute after, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai says him again, he says, what you doing? He says, God told me to destroy. He says, come here. If you're not going back home, I'm going to use the holy name and you're going to disappear. You understand it? The angel ran back to God and says, God, this guy's going to kill me. What I do? God started laughing and he told the angel, look at that. I'm God, the owner of the world. The owner of the world. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai is a human. I'm saying a word and the human says a word. Who's stronger? The human. The angel's afraid. He's running to me. Hashem is going to kill me. God says, this is my son. It's amazing how much power he has. Rabbi Shimon was so high level that he's saying a word and God is saying a word and the angel is running away from Rabbi Shimon. He's running back to God. God, what I do? God says, I'm the one of the world. He says, yeah, but this guy's he's gonna kill me. And God says, wow, look at my son, how strong he is. What Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai is trying to protect the world. And why would God just want to destroy the world? Something was not correct there. And either that, what's happening? What's happening in that moment? Rabbi Shimon is protecting the world. Rabbi Shimon, you care from the world. You're fighting with God every moment for Am Yisrael. That's it. But he was fighting for Am Yisrael, but not taking his love of religion down. Some people said, okay, we need to be like everybody, so let's go a little bit down. No, he was fighting to stay on a high level all the time. One day he went to hospital to visit sick people. There was a guy that was suffering so much, and he was starting cursing. So Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai told him, anyway you're opening your mouth, anyway you're cursing, so pray. He told Rabbi Shimon, whatever I have, you're going to have also. It means he cursed him, because this guy had a lot of pain. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai says he's deserved to get it. Why? I stopped learning Torah and I went to visit people. I'm deserved to get it. Rabbi Shimon is teaching us, you deserve, when you're taking the level of spiritual down, you could God start to get punished. Why? Or at least this guy's going to talk with you bad, because you're not going to be the same thing. This is Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. He cares from all the world, and he cares from himself. He's going to protect us until today. Anenu b'schutei de Bar Yochai. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai can help us. That's Rabbi Shimon. And that's the reason the Gemara says, Kedayu Rabbi Shimon. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai is worse for what? B'shat adchak. When you have a trouble, use Rabbi Shimon. Why? He's going to save you in the trouble time. That's Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. Let's go to the second one, Rabbi Meir Balanes. Same thing, Rabbi Meir Balanes. He's from the time after Baba ben Buta, and he's reacting like Baba ben Buta. What was the story of Baba ben Buta? We learned it here around 2 years and 7 months ago, something like that. You remember Baba ben Buta? Test. Surprise test. What he was created in the world? Baba ben Buta. You're going to Google it, it's not going to work. I know Google doesn't know who's this guy also. He knows, but they're not going to tell us when. Baba ben Buta, when he was in the world? Second Bet HaMikdash. When Horeyon killed all the rabbis, he only left Baba ben Buta alive. Why he left only Baba ben Buta alive? Because Baba ben Buta was blind. So he says, this rabbi I'm not going to kill. So the Herodion, the Roman king, we need to understand at the time that, we're talking about the time of already, the Romans are coming to Israel. The Romans took all the world. They were very strong. But Israel, they didn't go to a war in Israel. They didn't come to Israel. They didn't want to touch the Jews. But the Jews were started fighting between themselves. There was so much dokim. Dokim means reforms. That they wanted power. And they wanted to bring the Kohanim Dolim. And the Orthodox were fighting with its dokim. So the Jews went to the Romans and told them, you're very strong. Come here to do peace between of us. So they bring their kings to here. Herodion. Herodion is coming to Israel and he's killing all the rabbis. He's not leaving not one alive. But he said one leave alive, this blind rabbi, Baba ben Buta. When he's left him alive, he's coming inside his room and he's telling him, you saw this king? He killed all the rabbis. And he's waiting this rabbi to open his mouth against him. And the rabbi doesn't answer. He says, why? He says, because I'm not talking against a king. He says, but nobody's in the room, only me and you. He says, Oznaim lakote, but the walls can hear us and tell it to the king. So we're not talking about the king. So he told him, I'm the king. And if you're so special that I killed all your friends and you're not talking bad against me, I'm sorry I killed all your friends because I know how special people you are. What I need to do now? He told him the only thing you can do, teshuvah. How are you going to do teshuvah? Go build a temple. We have a temple, but the temple is very, very simple. Go build something fancy. And Herodion went and built a temple, and he designed again the Western Wall. And all these stones of the Western Wall that we see today, it was not big like that 2,000 years ago. It was much more smaller, 2,200 years ago. He did everything big. He did the new Kotel. He built the Bet HaMikdash, and Chachamim says whoever didn't saw the house of Holdus, the Bet HaMikdash, the Holdus built, he never saw a nice building in his life. And he went also, by the way, to Marat HaMachpelah, and he built Marat HaMachpelah. When you go inside Marat HaMachpelah, who did this gigantic building? Herodion. Look good, the stones of Marat HaMachpelah are exactly the stones of the Kotel. Big like the Kotel. So he started and built everything. Baba ben Buta, who is this rabbi? Everybody knows the story in Masechet Gittin that happened with this guy. Remember the story about the candles? Yes? You remember the story about the candles? How it could be? How it could be that you forget, that's I'm talking. If the class was women's between 88 to 104, normal. Shem Yishmor. Okay. Refuah shlema. Today, I tell you why we forget everything. Our life is confused. We have WhatsApp, What's Down, FaceTime, Facebook, Twitter. The one that you hear music and everybody knows which music you like to hear. What's the name of this one? Spotify. What's the name? Spotify. What else? Each one has a million things in the media. The head is messed up already. You tell somebody what I said? 1 minute. Today nobody's with nobody. So really we forget things after 10 minutes. Really not, 10 minutes is too much. A minute and a half. Because everything is already here. He remembers everything for us. He does everything for us. Be'ezrat Hashem. We're going to have soon an application that's going to take all our life. It means, I'm not going to say what because you're going to get scary. Okay, now, Baba Ben Buta, let's start. Baba Ben Buta, he was a rabbi that blew the Torah against in Israel. And he, after all the rabbis died, he started creating everything again. But we had a lot of big rabbis in Babylonia. That's the reason we don't hear this time that he killed all the rabbis that, wow, we didn't hear it in the history they killed all the rabbis, because all the rabbis was in Babylonia in that time. So he killed the one in Israel, but the Torah was continuing from Babylonia. And Baba Ben Buta was giving a shiur. And everybody knows this story. I'm going to start the story. You're going to say, yeah, we remember. You're going to see it. Because the application is going to remind you now. It goes like this. It's very good to get married. A Panameni was a Panamenit. Very good. Bidi Avad, Panameni was Colombianit, also okay. Or Colombian girl from a Panameni boy, also okay. Why? It's still 40 minutes flight. The mentality is the South America. Same thing Venezuela is not the same thing, but it's okay. But Panameni was American, it's okay, but Panameni was Israeli, it's going to be very complicated. Because we're already starting the second side of the world. What I mean? People have different mentalities. So Israeli that lands out of the plane and after 10 months he gets engaged and married with a Panamanian woman, guarantee you they're going to have very complicated life. He's a good guy, she's a good guy. But their life is so different. They wake up every morning, she sees different type of life, she cannot handle it. And he sees different type of mentality, it gets him crazy. Panamanians are very relaxed people. I see it. I'm 7 years in Panama. I go to Israel, I don't know who I am. I'm going to my neighborhood. I'm standing in the line to pay something. The only one they're yelling on him is only on me. What happened to me? I don't know, I'm the guy. And it doesn't work. The Israelis are very fast. You're screaming at some Israeli, who are you? Shut up, that's it. I'm trying to be like the Israeli, my hand doesn't go good. It goes like this. I'm stuck in the middle. Why? Panamanians, it's very hot, very humid. We get very tranquilo here, very slowly, very respectful, very naive, very nice, a lot of mercy. So slowly you come to Panama, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 7 years, 8 years, you change. Now you go back to Israel. You're from who I am. I'm this guy from here. Really? Look at them, look at me, you're feeling it different. Panamanian woman, an Israeli guy, straight when he lands out of the plane, they get married, catastrophe. Two type of mentalities. It's going to get crazy. Maybe they're not going to get divorced because they love one each other, but they're going to suffer a lot together. He wakes up in the morning, Allah, no, what, she, no, easy, what? Balagan in the house, and she doesn't know how to handle him, and he doesn't know what to do with her. She's not reacting like he wants, and they get crazy. This is the way of the world. That's the best thing in the world. Panameni marries Panameni. Two of them are nuts. They know how to handle together. That's it. They know the life. Colombia was Colombianit. They know they have the same idiot things in the head. They know how to handle together. Americans, different type of idiot people. American Panamanian, that's already different. But two Americans, two idiots together, it's beautiful. Israelis are angry, no patience, faster. Panamanian is slowly, respectful, not angry, more relaxed. It's going to blow up. That's the way of the world. So we see in Panama, no Panamanian marries Israelis. They married Israelis after a long time in Panama that they changed, so it's okay. But no. And if it happens, really, when you're doing Tehillim, either it looks okay, Hashem help her to handle it. It's not easy. After 6 years, it's starting to be okay. Why? That's it. They're getting regular to the life, to the Panama. He's changing slowly, and it's getting better. את מישראל התחתנת ישר? No, but they came from the plane straight, they got married. באותו שנה complicated. זה complicated. שנתיים it's less complicated. 2 years already to change. But they know what I mean. They know exactly. Now let's go to Baba Ben Buta. It can happen, but it's not easy. Now let's go to Baba Ben Buta. I see my friends in Israel. All my friends, they married American girls, were not happy. Now they have children, they're marrying children, but the life is not the same thing. They're not the same thing. If it's American Israeli, okay, American for Israeli, needs to be very big miracles that's going to happen good. Only when God wants it to happen good. But it's not easy. That's the way of the world. Now the Gemara starts the story. It was girl that lives in Baghdad. Baghdad, where is that? Iraq. A boy lives in Israel. They got married and they had a complicated moments because the language is different and the mentality is different. So the Gemara says he one morning told her to do to him lentejas, and he told her, do me a little bit lentejas, I'm hungry. She understand in her language a little bit lentejas, what it means. 2 lentejas. Because her language is different than his language. She cooked him 2 lentejas, he wants to. She told him the food is ready, and he's coming, he sees on the plate 2 lentejas. You know what it means? The husband was waiting for his wife 2 hours to do lentejas, and he's coming 2 lentejas. He wanted to take the plate to put it on there. He told her, you don't understand me. I don't mean 2, I means a lot. And he's explained her very good that he wants a lot, means a plate full of them. But her language is, I understand. A lot means she went and bought the biggest olla that she found in Barrio Chino. The biggest one. She filled it with lentejas. It means she needs to finish 5 supermarkets in Panama to fill it up with lentejas. And she cooked him lentejas. She told him after a few hours, the lentejas is ready like you like a lot. He comes, he sees lentejas enough for all paitilla. He says, what is that? She told him, you want a lot. And he said, you're nuts. A lot's for me, not for all the world. But she didn't understand his language. He didn't understand. And now the story starts, everybody knows. He waked up one morning and he told his wife, I want to eat dos butzina. Butzina in Aramaic means 2 watermelons, 2 sandia. But she understands dos butzina is 2 candles. Because in her language, butzina, in Iraq, butzina means a candle. She told him, you're going to get it. And when he came back from work, he wants to eat 2 watermelons. He see 2 candles on the table. He got so angry, he told her, I told you 2 watermelons. Why you take 2 candles? Go break it al rosh baba. Baba means the door. Rosh door, on the side of the door. Take the candles and throw them on the door. It means smash them. I don't need these candles. Candles in that time were oil. Oil inside harsiya. She understands in his language, break it on Rosh Baba, on the head of Baba. I need to break it on the head of Baba ben Buta, the rabbi. The one that survived all killing the rabbis. That's the difference between the language. So he's angry, said, break it on the door. She means, I need to break it on the head of the rabbi. She takes the 2 candles and goes to the yeshiva in Yerushalayim. She goes inside the classroom, full with students, and everybody looks. A woman goes inside with 2 candles. Nobody knows what's going to happen. She walks, he comes to the rabbi, she stands in front of him, she takes the first candle, and she's breaking on his head. The rabbi, what happened? He looks on her, she takes the second one, and breaks on its head.
He's blind, huh?
Right. So he's waiting for the second one, without the look on her. You're right. And he's asking her, Biti, my daughter, why you did that? She answered him, my husband told me to do that. She told her, you're such a tzaddiket. Your husband told you to break on my head candles and you did it. You need to be a very special woman. Whatever your husband wants you do. You're a very special woman, and they give you now straight bracha. Which bracha? That your 2 children, you're going to have now 2 children, that 2 of them are going to be tzaddikim like me. And the woman said, thank you very much. She went home. And the Gemara says she had the 2 children, and the Gemara is reading the names of the children, that the 2 rabbis from the Gemara, they are the children of that woman that broke the candles on the head of Baba ben Buta. Now I want to ask you a question. Think I'm in the class, and a woman comes inside here and she breaks on my head 1 candle. I see the second one in the hand. I'm not going to wait. I'm going to take the kupa, boom, on her face, that she's going to... Baba ben Buta gets the second one. And how is reacting? Biti, my daughter, why you did that? What's my daughter? Shoot my daughter. Get out of here. What she answered him, my husband told me to do it. That every rabbi in the world tell you, my husband told you to do. What is the rabbi going to do? Your husband told you to break the candle. Give me the address of your daughter. He's going to call to 2 Colombianos. This is the address. Finish this guy. That's it. What are you going to do? She said no. The rabbi says no. This woman, what's her fault that the husband is crazy? He said, I'm going to bless you, that you're going to have children like me. Why? Who I am, I'm nothing. I'm Israel is the main thing. And if I'm going to get angry on this woman, she's going to lose the shlom bayit. I cannot do it. She's going to destroy my life and kill me. It's better than destroy my shlom bayit. Same thing Rabbi Meir Balanes. Rabbi Meir Balanes, the Gemara says in Masechet Ta'anit, he was giving a shiur every Friday night. You know this Gemara? You know the Gemara of Rabbi Meir Balanes giving a shiur every Friday night. Friday night we're lighting candles and waiting the meal. Why we're lighting candles? What's the reason we're lighting candles on Shabbat? What's the halacha reason? Shelo yesh shlom bayit. Shelo yesh shlom bayit. When the house have light, we don't fight. When your husband is very angry, turn on all the lights in the house. He's feeling okay. I don't know why. But that's what the Gemara says. We're lighting the candle on Shabbat to put light in the house. When you have light, we're not going to fight. So she told him after the meal, I'm going to the class with Rabbi Meir Balanes. She went to the class, and the class was so long that the candles went off. And the husband was in the dark with 11 children. And everybody was full energy. They wanted to kill the husband, and the husband wants to kill the wife. She came home 12 o'clock at night. The husband was so angry. He told her, where you want till 12 o'clock in the night? You were talking with your friend? He says, no, he finished this moment, the shiur. It was so beautiful. Oh, so beautiful. You know what you did in my house? You destroyed me. I don't let you come in my house. You want to come in the house? Go spit in his face and afterwards come in the house. He was so angry. You remember this Gemara? What the woman did? She went to Rabbi Meir, and Rabbi says, what do you want? She told him, Rabbi, I don't know what to do. My husband doesn't let me go home. He told me to spit on your face. Rabbi Meir told her, wow. Spit on my face. It's amazing. I was today in the doctor. I have so much pain in my eye. And he told me that people need to spit in my eye that the pain is going to go. And I was so shy to ask people to spit in my eye, and the pain is so strong. Please help me. I'm going to put the head on the table and spit 7 times in my eye. That's going to help me that the pain is going to go. And the doctor said that that's what we need to do. And please do this to me because I don't know who's going to do it. And you're the only one that I hear. And you're going to help me. You know what it means? She spit 7 times in his eye and the eye was open. Think somebody's going to spit once in your eye when your eye is open. What you're going to feel? Almost dead. She went back home. The husband asked her, you spit on Rabbi Meir? She told, yes. 7 times. Chazak Baruch, tzadeket, ultra. He did the best. Yeah. What Rabbi Meir Banes? Look at the strategy of this guy. He says, I'm nothing. Why didn't I say to the woman, okay, shlom bayit, no problem. Spit a little bit on her face and go. And shlom bayit is very important for me. He said, yeah. How the woman's going to feel? I was spitting on the face of Rabbi number 1 in the world. The worst is feeling in the world. The worst is feeling in the world. I cannot do that. She's going to go home, suffer all the time. He says, I need to do shlom bayit. Why she needs to suffer? So he's giving her a story that didn't happen. You know what? Spit in my eye because I have pain. And that she's going to feel very good 7 times. Oh, she's feeling now I need to do a formula. Something very special. And she has the best feeling in the world. I saved the Rabbi life. He wants 7 times and he added it. She's coming home. The husband is also happy. 7 times. He did very good. Who's the only one that's suffering? Rabbi Meir Banes all the night. He's washing his face with the... But that's the way. When you don't care from yourself, you care from the world. Hashem says, now the world is going to need you. 2,000 years Rabbi Meir Banes passed away. He passed away on Sunday. Anenu elahad Rabbi Meir. Why? He didn't care from himself. He cared from all the world. He had a rabbi, Rabbi Meir Banes. His rabbi was Elisha ben Abuya, left religion. Rabbi Meir Banes was fighting all his life to bring this rabbi back. And after the rabbi died, Rabbi Meir Banes was fighting to bring him inside Gan Eden. Why? He says, I'm not here for myself. I'm here to save the world. My rabbi lost his life. I'm going to change the world to bring him back. These are the people that passed away this week. This week we have very strong power because the people that they didn't live from themselves. They lived to change the world. So now they have the power to change the world. Tonight is starting. Lag BaOmer is starting tonight. The power of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. And God gave him the power to change the world. He went out of the cave, and a few years after he's starting to write his book. The name of his book is the Zohar. And he's writing in the Zohar that this book is going to bring Mashiach. How much we're going to learn the Zohar more, that's going to bring Mashiach faster. And the Zohar has all the secrets in the world. And whoever's learning the highest level of Zohar knows everything. What is that? He did everything for the world. God gave him the Torah. That's going to change everything in this world. Tomorrow, the power of the Zohar is very strong. Tonight. That's the reason tonight your husband needs to light candles and read Zohar. What's the best part in Zohar to read? Patach Eliyahu. You have it in every Sidur. What Eliyahu and Rabbi was teaching, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. They're learning this part in the Zohar. The Zohar has very strong power. And it's tonight. He passed away. This is the power of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. And Kedai Rabbi Shimon. Rabbi Shimon is worse. That we're going to somech alav, that we're going to go after Mishat Atchak in times that we have trouble. Baruch Hashem, today is the day. Light candle. Pray for your families. Pray for everybody. Because these guys, B'schutei de Bar Yochai, they have zchut to change the world also today.